Alright guys, I'm gonna do, this is something I've been needing to do anyway, but rather than do it on my spreadsheet, I'm just gonna do it on paper here. So this was the load that I picked up last Friday, and it delivered in Dallas Monday. So this would have started my week on Monday. So my odometer right now, I'm going off of this for my odometer, guys, the Garmin odometer, because my speedometer is broken. So we've got 13.04 plus we've got 668 mile run to finish it on Monday. So we're gonna plus 668. So that should be our odometer, assuming I don't go out a route somewhere to do something fun, which I probably will, but so that's gonna be, I'll just write that down, 13.10 or 13.710. Okay, and then we started at this odometer, starting in Dallas, dropping, and then went and picked this one up. Yeah, drop and then pick in Irving. Okay, so we're gonna, oops, what did I do? 13.710 minus our 10.818. So I did a total miles for the week of 2892. This load paid 1,600. Then I went to Nashville and re-picked up in Jackson. Or no, here is where I picked. And this was 3,400. And then I picked up in Fort Worth. Well, this was a drop in Fort Worth, right? And then I picked up, yeah, so I dropped that in Fort Worth, the 3,400 I dropped in Fort Worth. Then we picked up this 1497 RXO in Fort Worth going to Columbia. I just delivered that today. And that was, so we'll add in another 1497. And then this load pays 3,000. See, guys, 3,000. So plus another 3,000. So that's nine. What did I do it to? So that's 9,497. And I've chose the wrong freaking place to park. Everybody's deciding to do work around here. All right. Now we're going to divide that by our 2892. Oops, dang it. Wow, guys. 328 a mile. All miles. $3.28 a mile, guys. My dispatcher has been killing it. Not only did we do a high rate per mile, we also did a high revenue, which honestly, it would be very difficult for you to do a 9,000 mile dollar week and not do high RPM, because that means you'd have to drive 4,500 miles at $2 a mile. Well, most people can't do that. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with the dispatch service, guys. They're killing it. I know the rates are kind of good right now. Not that good though, right? The rates are slightly increased over last year, but most of this difference is the dispatcher. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed. 328 a mile. Now, once I minus fuel out of that, I probably make about 28 cents a mile profit. You know, nice, over a quarter per mile profit after fuel. That's awesome. I'm only kidding. Let me look real quick. So So this was my last fuel up, 5.8, which was pretty low, but that was because my engine fan was stuck on, which probably would have been like 6.2 or maybe 6.5 if the engine fan hadn't been stuck on. And then, oops, let's see here. So this truck is doing a 30-day average of 6.6. Where do I get my cents per mile? $0.48 per mile. So let's say we take the 48 cents per mile out of that, minus 0.48. That's $2.80 a mile after fuel. That's 80 cents a mile after fuel. 80 cents per mile more than I could do even after fuel. And then let's say we go back to the 328. Oops. 328, because I'm paying the dispatcher 4%, so we're going to times it by 96. So this is actually what I got after I pay the dispatcher, is $3.14 a mile. Well, yes, I paid the dispatcher something to dispatch me, but there's no way I could have done $3.14 a mile myself. I tried like hell and I couldn't do it. So the best I was able to do while running the South last year, I had a week that I filmed it all, and you can go back and find it, but it was jeez, like as soon as I turned the camera on, there was nothing going on. It was dead quiet. And as soon as I turned the camera on, every fucking buddy decides to back in somewhere. Anyway, where was I at? So the best I did, I think, was like 260 or 280 for the week, and I only did 6,200 for the week. So yeah, things are looking pretty good, and I don't think it's just the market. I think it is, a lot of it is the dispatch service, because they now we have the opportunity to have them sit there and find us the best load, rather than us always constantly missing the best load. You know what I mean? So yeah, doing pretty good. That was a good week. Now I got a bunch of maintenance to do on the truck, so next week might be, it's kind of how it's going to be. We're going to have one strong week and then one weak week. one not so strong week when I do truck maintenance. So that's how it's going to be, guys.